5 fun facts that we don't know about you.
Okay, that's pretty easy. I love ketchup. Like it's a lightweight obsession. Like everybody knows. My mom, growing up, she used to buy my own ketchup bottle because I would go through it. That's how much I love ketchup.
Put on everything.
Yes. So if Heinz, you wanna holler at me, let's do it. I love snow cones. Like I'll even eat them in the winter. Like that's how much. Yeah. Coming to America. I love Coming to America. I can watch that. Anything with Eddie Murphy, but definitely Coming to America. In the videos, you get 2 minutes of me in my zone, and people think I walk around like every day, like like that. But I'm a jokester. I like to laugh. I like to play pranks, things like that. And last but not least, I'm a documentary head. Like I love watching documentaries. I love watching interviews. I don't care who it is. So I spend a lot of time watching people's interviews.
Okay. Ketchup sometimes. All right. Hey, what's up? This is Deidre, and we're giving you the
life in the day of Trent Shelton.
Yes, sir.
I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's where my parents are from. I have 2 older brothers from there too. But I was only there for like a month maybe. I moved to New Orleans, Louisiana, and that's the city that pretty much raised me. I lived there for 12 years, so I was about 7th grade, I believe. 7th, 8th grade, I moved to Fort Worth, Texas. And just to backtrack a little bit, I've been playing football ever since I was 5 years old, just sports in general. In high school, I was a standout athlete in Texas, basketball and football. Blessed enough, I got a full athletic scholarship to Baylor University to play football. And from there, I was an undrafted. I was supposed to get drafted. And that's what kind of like started my whole process of relapsing. NFL, I mean, I bounced around a lot, Growing up, you see the NFL, and sometimes you think, oh, it's just Sunday. It's, highlighting. When you get there, you realize it's a business. It's a job. It's a 9 to 5. It's like school. I mean, you sit in class all day studying plays, and you have to go out and perform it. But the only thing about it, if you don't perform up to their standards, you can get cut. Especially if you're a person like me that's fighting to stay on the team. So every single day, if I drop a pass, I'm like, oh man, hope they don't call me in there. And I got cut a lot. I was subbed about 6 or 7 times throughout my NFL career, and that's damaging because you got to realize it's like somebody getting fired, somebody telling you you're not good enough, but they tell you that you are. It's kind of weird. They tell you, you're a great player, this or that, but the numbers game, but we don't have the the money, whatever, but we're gonna go a different route. And so for me, that took my confidence. Instead of using that to build me up and work harder, I started to turn to things and to drown out that pain. And it brought me to rehab time. And rehab time, honestly, the birth of my son and my college roommate committing suicide really made me look at myself and be like, man, what am I doing with my life? My life should be bigger than me. When I was playing football, it was all about myself. And it brought me to rehab time. And to be honest, rehab time wasn't never to do what I'm doing today. It wasn't to be a speaker. It wasn't to have a nonprofit organization. It was for me. I just started saying that word because I wanted to rehab my life. And that was the first thing. I don't know if it was Rihanna's song that was out, Rehab, whatever. I don't know what it was at that time, but I was it's rehab time. Let's get it. And I had another shot at the NFL, and I wanted to be in the best shape I could be. I wanted to get my spiritual life right. And I just wanted to have no excuses, and that's what started rehab time. And to look back today and think, wow, all that started from me getting cut and everything. All those things had to take place in order for me to be where I'm at today. God put it on my heart. He kept giving me signs through people. Confirmations, and that big confirmation, like you said, was my very first big speaking engagement, which was ironic because the guy, Jonathan, he went to school with me at Baylor. We played with the Redskins together. We stayed together, and he really helped me. His dad is Pastor Tony Evans, and he really helped me spiritually. And he came up to me and said, I want you to speak at this event. You should do it. And I was like, I'm not a speaker. He was like, no, I see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And I started to hear that a lot. Even growing up as a little boy, they said, "You're gonna be a preacher or whatever." And I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't put that on me." But I started to hear that. And I started to realize things, and I got off the stage and I prayed really hard. I said, "God, just let me know this is right. Like I don't need to understand it all. Just give me a piece that it's right." And I got off the stage and I called my coach and everybody else and I'm through playing football. And it was a shock to everybody. Even my mom was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm gonna speak." In rehab time, and she was like, "You sure?" Like, she was sure that's not the devil talking to you. I always say that because my mom is like a strong woman of God. She was like, "Look, if God put it on your heart, He's gonna deliver for you." And ever since that day when I let go, He's delivered over and over and over again. And at that point, I had bills, no money in my account really, and I stepped out on faith, and He's just provided ever since then.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Where did I
Mic check 1 2.
I gotta play this.
Play.
Mic check 1 2.
We can do both.
Hopefully, I give y'all something to take today.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
Appreciate
man.
it, bro.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Big Flo.
Man, what's up,
Yeah. So nice to meet you,
Nice to
man.
meet you too, bro. Appreciate you
Yeah.
coming out, man.
No problem,
Appreciate
man.
Nice to
I
meet you,
love this
man.
stuff.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that, man.
I just think it's time to change, and I ain't talking clothes or a new shirt. It's gotta be a way of life. And you can start the day, but it won't happen overnight. Let God show the light. But it's a bumpy road, hold it tight. And it took all of my wrongs just to finally know what's right.
I spend the first hour of my day praying and reading books, and I used to hate reading. And even today, it's not. I'm getting to enjoy it, but I know that in order to grow, you have to obtain knowledge that you don't have. A lot of people don't want to read books or don't want to do this and that, and they expect to grow in life. I mean, you take it back to school days, it's pretty much elementary school to how you grow and get better. But yeah, for the first hour, I feed my brain, and just my thought process in my videos, I have to go on jogs and walks and get away and drive around and stay up late at night and sit on my porch and think. People don't realize that people just think I just turn on the camera and just start talking. No, it really has to be on my heart, and I really think about everything that I put out. So I'm a writer too, working on books behind the scenes that people don't know. So people just see the result. They think overnight success is the biggest, I think it's an oxymoron, if that's the right word for it. It's the biggest oxymoron in life because an overnight success takes years to make. I've been doing this for 5 years, but people don't see that. They just see, Trent has all these likes, whatever, this or that. But if you go on my page and back to 2012, you can see where the page would start out at 0 likes. But it's consistency, it's hard work, maximum hard work, should I say, and dedication. So those are just things that I do behind the scenes and working out every day, helping kids, training kids, and giving to other people. A lot of people don't see that side of me on social media because I just live by the fact that, in scripture, it says, when you give in silence. Don't blow trumpets. Don't think it's even your right hand know what your left hand is giving. So we're big on that at rehab time, is being secretly awesome, as I like to call it, and giving to people and things like that. So I spend a lot of time mentoring and helping people behind the scenes.
Nice.
This is amazing. Whenever I speak today, understand, when you put God on everything else will fall into place. It's amazing to see a room full of people in that time. The things you complain about are simply nothing but the blessings that somebody else is praying for. Somebody's praying to be in your shoes. Somebody that loves to struggle with the bills right now that don't have a house. What is it for you? You should do that every single day, because too many of us are waking up just taking with our hands over what the world gives us. No, you give what you want to the world. Stop living just to exist. Wake up to make an impact on somebody's life. People told me what I couldn't do, what I shouldn't be. I didn't know how to speak. You never went to school for that. You didn't go to Toastmasters. You don't dress right. You don't talk right. Now it's the same people that said that. Now I said, I told you you can do it. That's what they do. They wait until it comes true, then they jump on with you. It's like the people you expect. It's people that you love. Don't support the things that you love. And it's funny though, because they always tell you that they proud of you. This is me, don't tell me you're proud of me if you don't take the time to support me. Whether it's whatever it may be, whether it's a retweet or something, whatever, just show your support. What does that tell you? You need to check yourself, because they don't follow what you do anyway. We always complain about this generation, the kids. Who do you think the teachers is? The question is, how are you spending your time? For purpose and you're not working on yours, if you got that set, your actions are inspiring people, whether you know it or not. They inspire people to have faith, to move forward, to have a championship mindset. Your actions are inspiring people to live bitter, to hate on other people, to live in fear. And even if you're not doing nothing with your life, your actions still inspire somebody. When I say I'm changing my life, I'm not going back. So I tell people, you better get used to who I am, because who I used to be, you'll never see that person again. So what's your why? So when those challenges, those obstacles, real life hit you. Like real life, we have struggles. I have struggles. People like, you don't never go through anything bad. I have more struggles now than I ever did. More obstacles now than I ever did. Because when you live it right, the devil try hard to make you turn on that ball. So you got to score a touchdown. And my why, of course, is my family, God, and rehabbers, the people who support rehab time. So every single time I get tired, every single time I want to take a day off, every single time I'm like, I'm through, because I'll be real, there's been times that I thought about not doing it no more because just the pressure of it and everybody else. I'm like, why am I doing this? You know, when people message you and send hateful messages and all this, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this no more. But then I remember that it's bigger than me, the whys in my life that push me past that. So when I want to throw in the towel, those whys don't make me do it. You know, so I always keep that in the back of my mind, that big picture. So you have to have a why in your life that wakes you up, that makes it hard for you to sleep, that wakes you up early, that makes you do different, that makes you separate from the pack. When everybody else is doing this, your why is like, you know what, I can't do that tonight. I have something else I have to do because I'll have a bigger dream, a bigger purpose at hand. So you got to develop your whys in life, and that'll keep you pushing forward, because life is, like I said, catching a dream and living your purpose. It's about when it's inconvenient. Are you still going to go hard for it? Life isn't about convenience. If dreams came true through convenience, everybody would be successful. It's about the people who decide to push through it during the inconvenient times. Keep moving forward, let nothing hold you back. The only impossibilities that exist are the ones you create, and realize something, that you're enough. Like, too many times we look out into the world and try to find ourselves. Like, why are we looking out when we should be looking within? You're enough, you're perfect, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're smart, you're gifted, all those things, because God doesn't create mistakes. So what I would tell you is embrace who you are. Embrace the purpose that God has for your life, because sometimes, and I know you might not want to hear this, because I don't want to hear this, but sometimes that dream that you have isn't for your life. It's kind of what you want to do. So I encourage you to get closer to God, because His purpose will give you peace. Yeah, that dream might bring you money, might bring you fame, might bring you this, might bring you that, but I promise you, you will be unsettled. It won't bring you peace. You know, a lot of people say create the life that you want. And I used to say that too, but I think a peaceful life is not about creating the life that you want. It's about living the life that God has created for you. And so I encourage you to grow closer to Him. I encourage you to not let opinions take your drive, take your faith, and realize people are always going to place impossibilities on your life. And just because they tell you that you can't do it, it's usually because that they never did it. They never been there. They were never successful. They quit. They lost their faith. And so don't let people plant negative seeds in your life. Just realize that their mindset isn't there, and you just keep growing. You have that vision and give it to the world. And one day you'll look back once you're moving forward, even if it's baby steps. Like, you'll look back and you'll see, like, man, like, wow, like God put me through all of those things just to bring me to the place where He wants me to be. So you live it, you breathe it, you be it. Make sure people can see it in you, like something about you. They see the passion, they see what you want to do. Like I always tell people, you don't have to talk about what you're doing, because when you're really doing it, people will talk to you and ask you about it. Don't just take what the world gives you, but wake up every single day and give what you want to the world. Like I say at the end of every single video, it all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it. I embrace who I am, finally, and who God created me to be. That's the only thing special about me. So when I make the videos and things, I'm just sharing my heart. I don't see what's so special about it, but it's God that takes it to people and puts that power into it.